The return of your investment of health. I'm Dr. Joshua Derito, a family physician. I have interest in public health and cancer prevention and treatment. Treating your vitality as a financial asset. Why poor health decisions set a silent tax on your cash flow, mental clarity, and executive decision making. Prevention is not expensive. Neglect is. Now, in this video, we are going to look at the role of investment in health and treating your vitality as a financial asset. You are building a business, leading a team, and even raising a family. And you think that the biggest threat to your income is a bad investment. A failing economy, like what is happening now, we are complaining about your economy. A competitor who is moving faster than you, but what if I told you the real threat is not the one draining your account, it is what is silencing your creativity and slowing your decision. And it is not outside you, it is within you. What if the most expensive thing in your life right now is the body that you are neglecting because you pay with health and with poor decisions and lack of energy? I'm Dr. Joshua Derito, a family physician. I have interest in public health and cancer prevention and treatment. Today, we are going to talk about something that no business school ever teaches you. Something that no financial advisor ever puts on your balance sheet. We are looking at the return of investment on health. We are going to look at how poor health silently taxes your cash flow, destroys your mental clarity, and drains the decision-making power that you need to lead, grow, and thrive. Here in Kenya and across Africa, we are watching an epidemic, not of disease, but of silent, unnoticed performance, which is getting worse. And today, we will look at ways that we can be able to change this. The problem, the silent tax. Let's look at this together. Kamau is a 42-year-old gentleman. He wakes up every morning already tired. He has a big presentation to do by 9 a.m. By 2 p.m., he has a board meeting, and then he has to go home to a family at night. By 10 a.m., he has made 3 decisions that he will later regret. By 3 p.m., he cannot be able to concentrate long enough to read a 2-page report. By 6 p.m., he snaps at his team, and by 8 p.m., he sits in traffic and he's exhausted, he's inflamed, and wondering why his business is not growing the way it should. What does Kamau not know? That the body is charging him a tax. Not the one that is demanded by the Kenya Revenue Authority. Not a corporate tax. Not a biological tax. But a health tax. Silent invisible deductions from every hour of work, every decision he makes, and every relationship he tries to build. The three accounts that poor health relates. Together with me. We look at this together. Think of health like three interconnected bank accounts. The cash flow account. Research by Fountain Life shows that preventable health issues cost organizations globally over 575 billions every single year in lost performance and momentum. But that is the big picture. In your personal balance sheet, every day you operate at about 60% capacity because you are fatigued, you are inflamed, or you are in pain. A day you left money on the table. Right here in Kenya, research has shown that non-communicable diseases, we are talking about diseases like hypertension, diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, account for about 30% of the household income loss. That means one preventable chronic disease is quietly eating a third of your financial output. A Kenyan diabetic patient faces an annual cost of about 53,000 in direct care alone. That is before you count the loss on productivity, missed opportunities, and the diminished work capacity. The account number 2, mental clarity. The RAD Corporation found that sleep deprivation cost economies billions of shillings every year. On an individual level, our worker sleeping around 6 hours a night loses productivity at twice the rate of a well-rested colleague. So if you don't sleep enough, you are working at half your capacity. Poor sleep means lower reaction time, weaker memory, and impaired glucose metabolism at the prefrontal cortex. That part of the brain which is responsible for reasoning, judgment, and self-control. The boardroom you are going to sit in tomorrow. If you walk in it sleep deprived, then you are likely to get insulin resistance and you'll be chronically inflamed. And you'll not be functioning at your full cognitive power. You are making millions of sharing decisions with a 10% mind. The account number 3, the executive decision-making account. Research has been published that shows that mental health conditions, anxiety, burnout, and chronic stress, they impair your cognitive judgment, they reduce your emotional sensitivity, and they reinforce cognitive biases which distort decision making. When your body is under biological stress, your brain capacity to calculate risk is accurately compromised. You become impulsive, reactive, risk-blind, and difficult to work with. Non-communicable diseases account for 41% of all deaths in Kenya. They also account for your lost hours, missed deals, and drained energy. They are not just health crises, they are an economic crisis. Why does this matter? Let me point this to you, and I want you to understand what is happening to your body if you are not taking care of your health. The cortisol insulin performance loop. When you are chronically stressed, your body releases cortisol, and cortisol is a survival hormone. Small doses, it is useful. But when it is elevated throughout every day, then it becomes very significant. Cortisol drives the secretion of the sympathetic hormones like adrenaline, and these stimulate insulin secretion. And if you have persistently high insulin levels, then you drive insulin resistance, and which means your cells cannot access your glucose. And what that means is your brain is not able to access glucose as appropriately as it should. And the result, you have brain fog, poor performance, slow thinking, and emotional reactivity. You end up with impulsive decisions. Now, this chronic inflammation is also driven by the ultra-processed food, the quick lunch from the fast food outlet, the sugary drink at the office meeting. This drives inflammation, and when inflammation crosses the blood-brain barrier, it disrupts the neurotransmitters balance. You are in low mood, difficult in concentration, and persistent fatigue. Sedentary work makes the sedentary desk tasks. It reduces your blood flow to the brain by up to 20%. And you are literally sitting yourself to a cognitive decline, one meeting at a time. So, what is your health worth? Let's look at this. There's a study that was done by Fountain Life, and it showed that investing in executive health programs led to a 13-to-1 return in investment over 10 years. So for every dollar that you invest in keeping the leaders in corporations healthy, the workers healthy, then the organization receives $13 back. This through better decisions, reduced absenteeism, lower disease cost, and improved productivity. Harvard University Business School has done its own analysis, and it is revealed that $1 invested in wellness, it saves $3 for every medical expense the employees might experience. So the math is very straightforward. Prevention is not expensive. Neglect of health is what is expensive. Organizations with strong wellness cultures where leaders take their health seriously report a 21% boost in the overall productivity. Not 2%, not 5%, 21%. Imagine 21% more output in everything that you do. A 21% productivity boost, 13-to-1 investment return, and $3.20 saved for every dollar spent. Your health is not a cost. It is your health is your highest return on investment that you can do for your organization. So let's look at the 3 key investments, your health return on investment action plan. So what do you do with this knowledge? Here is my 3-part prescription. The health return on investment. These are not vague lifestyle suggestions. They are strategic interventions designed to protect most valuable asset in your business. One, audit your biological balance sheet. Every good CFO reviews the balance sheet regularly. You need to do the same with your body. This means knowing your numbers, not your M-Pesa balance, but your blood pressure, your fasting glucose, your lipid profile, your waist circumference. Very important. And your sleep quality score. Right now, 25% of the Kenyans have hypertension or diabetes, and most do not know it. The disease is present, the tax is being charged. But because there are no symptoms yet, no one is paying attention. Get screened. Know your numbers. At Wellness Health Services, Medical Services, we run comprehensive metabolic screening for professionals because the first step in protecting your return on investment is knowing where the leak is. Question number 2, invest in recovery as a performance strategy. Sleep is not weakness. Sleep is infrastructure. Every decision you make tomorrow is being built tonight in the hippocampus, consolidating memories and scenarios. Every creative solution, every strategic insight requires a brain that is properly restored. Research from the RAD shows that simply moving from under 6 hours of sleep to 6 to 7 hours could add billions of shillings to the economies. On a personal scale, that same shift could make making business decisions when you are more present with your team and having the emotional reserve to lead than react. Create an unnegotiable sleep boundary. Use your phone do not disturb from 10 p.m. Make a warm drink, no screen, part of your wind down. Your next board meeting deserved a fully awake and restored brain. Prescription number 3, treat moving as a cognitive investment. Physical activity is not just about weight or looking good. Research has consistently shown that regular movement increases the brain derived natriuretic peptide, which is a neurotrophic, a brain factor, which improves executive functions, working memory, and the processing speed of your brain. You are not just burning calories if you walk around. Do 15 minutes of movement at lunch, and you are building your cognitive capital. You are investing in sharper decisions, fast thinking, and greater emotional regulation. You leave your house at 6 a.m. You sit at 7 a.m. and wonder why you feel mentally drained by 2 p.m. The body was designed to move. Sedentary professionals are operating at a biological disadvantage. The prescription is very simple. 30 minutes of movement. Do not sit for more than 2 hours. 5 days a week, walk, swim, dance at home with your children, whatever it takes. Keep sitting and standing at your workstation. It will save your brain. What can you do to make this part of your daily life? 1. Schedule a metabolic health screening. Know your blood pressure, your blood sugar, and your lipid numbers. Contact Wellness Health Services or your next clinic today. Set a sleep target of 7 minimum hours. Put it on the calendar like a board meeting because it is your board meeting between you and your future performance. Then add 20 minutes of walking after your biggest meal, either morning or lunchtime. It does not matter. Just move. Replace the ultra-processed foods with whole foods. Githeri, sukuma wiki, the wimbi ugali, your Kenyan kitchen is already have the medicine that you need. And then, if you want really to transform your life and you want to get your metabolic reset ready, join the Health Insight 360 program. Here, a 12-week digital preventive health program, which will build you to the person that you are created to be. Because you just do not need information. You need a system that will help you transform your life. Let's begin all at once. Your body is not just a single product. It is something you manage when it is not something you manage when you have time. It is the engine and the what moves your body every day. Your business, your family, and your legacy. Poor health is not just personal tragedy. It is a business failing to happen. It is a silent tax on your cash flow, your mental clarity, and your decision-making power. And just like any other drain on your business, it compounds over time, undetected, unaddressed, and the cost becomes catastrophic. So, this is the great news. The tax is reversible. Prevention is not expensive, but neglect is. The return on investing in your health is not just measurable, it is extraordinary. 13 to 1, 21% productivity boost, $3 saved for every $1 spent on good health. You have worked too hard. So your body is the engine that you need to take care of. You do not have to wait for you to be told to start. Too many people are counting on you. So here is my challenge to you. Treat your health like the most important financial asset because it is. Your habits are your medicine and your family is your pharmacy. If this video has helped you, subscribe to this channel and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. And if you are ready to go deeper, let's build the health habits that will protect your performance. Join the Health Insight 360 program and let's get healthier and live longer. Thank you for watching. I'm Dr. Joshua Derito. Stay healthy, stay sharp, and remember, your body whispers before it screams. Listen early. Thank you for watching.